That's combat fishing. Fall time. Bluegills are dying in northern Minnesota. If you're a bass fisherman, you need to get out there and jump in on that action. Hi everybody, I'm Josh Douglas, hanging out here in my home state in northern Minnesota, and I got a brand new BioVex bait that we've been testing out. Actually, me and one of my best buddies, fellow FLW Tour Pro Andy Young, helped develop for BioVex, and this is called the BioVex Colt Glide Stick. This is a 7-inch soft plastic bait, weighs 1 ounce. The way we originally developed the bait was to be thrown as a big topwater bait and be able to throw anywhere. You look behind me, nothing but wild rice up here, whether you're up in northern Minnesota and you're attacking the lily pads with the wild rice, or down in Florida with the dollar lilies and back around the Kissimmee grass. This bait attracts big bites. Down in Florida where we originally were developing the bait, it kind of mimics a golden shiner, and that's what we would attract with it. We throw it in areas where big bass like, big pre-spawn areas. Areas you can come in and make super long casts. That's the key to it. Those bass want to eat. They're aggressive. It's springtime. They want to eat. But they hear the trolling motor, and I swear 90% of the fish know that you're there first. That's why you don't catch them. Andy's vision with the bait was to be able to throw in a long way. And not only that, it has swim bait type appearance to it. It has natural draw to it. It's a confident bait. You V it right across the surface, twitch it in the water column, or kill it like a stick bait, and it's going to attract that big bite. All right, a few things that you definitely want to consider when you're throwing the BioVex Colt Glide Stick. This is a big bait. It's 1 ounce. That's what makes me be able to cast this thing literally a country mile out there and get those big bites. To do that, you definitely got to back it up with an extra heavy rod. In this case, I'm using a Daiwa Steez. This is an AGS 7.9 long rod. I can make long casts, big hook sets, and again, it's got that extra heavy backbone. This is the AGS line. It is their top of the line rod, but I use them all from Tatula, you name it, Kronos rods, the Tatula, the new Tatula Elites. They all have a rod very similar to this one in their lineup that I would recommend. My line, again, very important. Everything I'm doing in this is about stealth. That long cast, attracting that bite from fish that don't know that you're coming. In this case, I'm using 50-pound Daiwa 4-strand J-braid. It's quiet in my guides. You know, I can make long casts with this, chuck it out there, and it's quiet coming through those guides. The fish don't hear it coming through the weeds. My reel is just a Daiwa Zillion. This is a 7-speed. I want something fast, something I can pick up line with. Once I set the hook and get that bass, that's basically a winch from there. And last but not least, to be able to do this, make these long casts, I'm parlaying this entire setup with my Minn Kota Ultrex. This is a 112 Ultrex. Everyone knows these have been the deal. But everyone talks about them in smallmouth, me included, or deep water bass. That's where it excels, spot lock, of course. But what about down here? What about in this thick stuff like this? Or when you're down in Florida? Up here in northern Minnesota, we got wild rice everywhere. Back in the day with just the cable steer drive trolling motors, they were louder. You know, I couldn't come in here, I didn't have ease. Everything here is electric. I can come in here, I can turn it any which way I want. I'm not collecting the weeds. I'm getting through here, and I'm able to, again, parlay that with the super long cast. Bad fish, he got jacked. Oh, that one hurt him. I saw that fish. I just saw my chartreuse tail. Saw him come up. Nice little keeper. Nothing special, but plenty of tournaments I'd like to have that one.